I think we should end our adventure here. Thank you, Encore and Rover.
Our captain hasn't announced the end of our adventure yet. And you're thinking about leaving already? Well, okay then. Let's call it a day right here. There's some stuff I need to wrap my head around too. I remember you asked me about the ending of the Woolly Warrior, right? Even though we finished finding the relics, Team Woolly's adventure goes on. There are still plenty of stories to tell. Oh, I know! How about you come to Encore's story session tomorrow afternoon?
Tomorrow? You mean right here?
Yeah, if you want to find out what happens to Team Woolly, come over and listen to the rest of the story. Be there or be square.
Okay then. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yup! See you tomorrow, Ying. Do you think this is a good ending to the story? After all, Ying got the treasures left by her mother. If this was a story, it would end something like this. In the end, the little warrior managed to collect all of the relics left by her mother, realizing her intentions. But Encore still feels like something's missing. In this ending, she didn't even make it to the Gateway of Wishes. Just like in the story of the Woolly Warrior. What do you think? Will the Woolly Warrior's wish come true in the end? If it comes true, then she should be able to see her family again. After such a wonderful and interesting adventure, she must have so much to say to them. But actually, there is no true ending to Woolly Warrior's story. Remember the play Ying told us about when she showed us the treasure map? Ying said she'd already forgotten what most of the play was about. All she could remember was that the hero had been searching for a legendary treasure to make their wishes come true. Ha! I knew straight away that the treasure map wasn't for the Woolly Warrior's sword. But it was a gift left to her by Ying's mother. Wanna guess how I found out? Yeah, that play was about the Woolly Warrior's story. And I remember each and every part of it because that play was a gift from my mom. Now time for a story from Encore. In this story, there are no exciting adventures, no terrifying monsters. It didn't happen once upon a time, and it's not somewhere far, far away. Rather, it's in a little room. Every night there's a little girl. She plays games with her mother. Playing as the Woolly Warrior. Together, she and her mom create story after story about courage and hope. It also happens in a theater. Every day, the little girl sits below the stage. The curtain rises and the music plays. She watches her mother set everything up, bringing the Woolly Kingdom from the story into real life. Little by little, the Woolly Kingdom becomes real, and the Woolly Warrior sets off on her adventure. She first climbs the tallest mountain, looking for the legendary sword that can split mountains and seas. But it's really so the girl can prove how brave she is. The toolbox was actually on the tallest shelf. The woolly warrior also searches every beach, looking high and low for the shield of faith that could brave any storm. Her house had many nooks and crannies after all. The raspberry candy her mom hid could be anywhere. Her mom recorded all the Woolly Warrior's adventures, so the Woolly Kingdom grew bigger and bigger, and the stories grew longer and longer. They even performed the play in many cities. But the little girl's mom got sicker. At the last show, just before the Woolly Warrior got the Wreath of Hope, the show ended, but there was no encore. Mom told me that once the applause starts at the final show of our tour, she'd take me onto the stage to make a wish. But she collapsed before the play ended. I was so scared. I tried to come up with ways to make her feel better. I even kept a daily to-do list. At the time, I thought that if I stayed a good girl like the characters in the stories, Mom would get better and better. But her illness got worse. She didn't get better, and the Gateway of Wishes never appeared. Encore didn't know what to do anymore. Mom just asked me to sit by her bed and tell her stories. So I told her about Warrior Cosmos, Fairy Cloudy, and many other things. She always smiled each time. It was right around that time when Cosmos and Cloudy appeared from the stories. Mom told me they're a part of life, and these stories will always be with me. After she left, Encore had to become the Woolly Warrior, going on adventures on her own. Whether it was in the orphanage or with the Black Shores, Encore would write down everything she experienced. With these stories, Mom will know what kind of adventures Encore had and all the friends Encore made. Later on, Encore wanted to continue writing the Woolly Warrior story, but this time, it's a bit different from before. Now she has her own friends that she can adventure together to find the Gateway of Wishes. Because finding that gateway is the only way she can tell all her stories to her mom. So, she knows how well she did. That's why. Yeah, she said she had a lot to say to her mother. Oh, just like me. There's so much Encore wants to say, and so many stories that Encore wants Mom to hear. Our time with Ying reminded me of all of that. Even though Woolly Warrior's story has no true ending, will Ying's be any different? Will she be able to make her wish come true? In the end, Ying said the adventure is over and it's just a story. She said she was happy and satisfied with that. But Encore saw that look on her face. She looked really, really sad. Encore knows how it feels. Just like how it used to be. No matter what Encore did, Mom wouldn't get any better. My stories were the only things that could make her feel happy. It was Mom who made me understand the power of stories. That's why after I went on this journey alone, Cosmos and Cloudy came out of the land of imagination. And it's why Encore told Ying that our adventure should not end like this. This story deserves a better ending. Rover. Agreed. The story must have an ending. But what should we do? Oh, there's no way we can bring Ying's mother back. I mean, the Gateway of Wishes doesn't actually exist in real life. In the story?
I remember Cloudy said that if you ever find yourself in a pickle in real life, you can always go back to the Woolly Kingdom to search for clues. You also mentioned that's where the Gateway of Wishes is hidden, right? And you've always wanted to finish writing the story of the Woolly Warrior. This means the final stage of the story should be set inside the Woolly Kingdom.
Encore sees what you mean. Encore could invite you and Ying into the Woolly Kingdom and go on a real adventure with me, the Woolly Warrior. But the kingdom isn't some place you can go willy-nilly. Only those who believe in the kingdom can visit. We should make a wreath for her and let her know that our adventure is not over yet. Encore remembers it went something like this. The wreath is a crown of flowers that can reflect a person's thoughts. Never withers, forever blossoming. How are we gonna make it? You mean Verena? That's right! Verena loves flowers. She's a flower's best friend. Let's see if she has any ideas. Onwards. As far as the eye can see. Hi, Rover. Oh, Encore's here too. How's it been? Are you here to see the new blossoms? You'll have to wait a while. They're still a bit shy. Hey, Verena! Not exactly. We're here to ask you how we can make the Wreath of Hope. The Wreath of Hope?
I see. You want to help finish the story Ying's mother left her and make her wish come true. But I don't know how to make such a wreath either. According to the story, this wreath is made of various kinds of flowers. It can reflect a person's thoughts, and it must blossom forever and never wither. The flowers that can reflect people's thoughts. The ones that I can think of are water lamps. These flowers emit a faint glow at night, and passersby use them to guide their way. Or wintry bells. Wintry bells bloom in cold and snowy weather. Seeing them in a cold winter will definitely make you happy. It can also be duvetches. Due to their sweetness, they remind people of sugary candies. However, these flowers all bloom in different seasons, so it'll be hard to put them together, let alone have them blossom forever and never wither.
Yeah, I remember you created a Blake bloom for Rover that one time.
That's a bit different. Flowers made with Forte are just artificial creations. They can easily break up without actual substance. It's not the same as life. Every life has its own journey, from blooming to withering, recording the feelings of every moment along the way.
Feelings? Oh, I know! Since we can't really make a wreath of flowers exactly like the one in the story, we can make one using our feelings. Yeah, exactly. When me and Mom made wreaths, she'd always ask me to pick my favorite flowers. If I was feeling happy, I would choose a bright red flower since it made my heart feel warm. And if I was feeling unhappy, I would take a blue one. At this point, it really doesn't matter what kind of flower it is. All that matters is everyone's feelings. We should make a wreath and tell Ying our wishes to make our dreams come true.
I see what you mean. A wreath made with feelings. With that, you can express yourself.
That's right! Let's find flowers that can express our feelings. When she sees the wreath, she'll definitely realize that the story of our team is still going. This way, we can all visit the Woolly Kingdom together. And maybe our wishes can come true.
Do you mind if I help? Once you've collected enough flowers, bring them to me. I'll help you weave them into a wreath.
Great! Oh, thank you, Verena. Off we go!
If you find a flower... Have you found the flowers you want? Look how pink it is! You must have been in a really good mood when you picked this one.
And these? These are Encore's picks.
That's quite the selection, Encore. What do they all represent?
Have a look at this one. It's gold and shiny, and it matches the color of your eyes, Rover. Encore picked flowers that resemble everyone. If we put them together, they can represent our whole team.
Oh, that's pretty special. I'm sure it'll look really nice once they're all together.
Oh, one more thing, Verena. Can you leave a spot here on the wreath?
Leave a spot?
It's for Ying. We don't know what kind of flower represents Ying's feelings, so we should leave a spot and let her decide which feeling to put on there.
Got it. I'll take it from here.
Thank you so much, Farina. Rover, when the wreath is done, we can go tell Ying the rest of the story. Don't forget, tomorrow afternoon.
I shall lead the way.
Surrender your stuff.
Onwards.
Rover, you're here! You're right on time. Encore has just set everything up. See this little stage? Cosmos and Cloudy helped me set it up. Pretty impressive, don't you think? Cloudy says, right on! That's teamwork for ya! I know this is just a small stage for storytelling. I wanted to try the way Mom used to do it. She and I started the Woolly Warrior story after all. Besides, it'll be more fun this way. Encore wonders if Ying will show up today. We didn't really pinky promise.
Encore? Rover? Sorry for the wait. Thank you.
All right, now that Team Woolly's fully assembled, is everyone ready for the story?
Ready? At this stage.
This is the small stage Encore made for the play, where the warrior's adventure continues. Does anyone remember where we last left off?
Oh, I know. The Woolly Warrior was trying to find the 3 relics, but I'm not sure if she will find them or not.
That's right! The Woolly Warrior sets out to find the 3 relics. This time, she's not alone. She tries to climb to the top of the highest mountain with her trusty companions. With the mountain being so high up, the waves raging below them, she nearly falls several times. But her friends manage to keep her steady. In the end, she obtains the legendary Sword of Courage. Later, she arrives at the beach filled with sand as far as the eye can see. She searches and searches, and all she can find are just some tiny shells. But with the help from her friends, the Shield of Faith is uncovered. Only the wreath remains.
Will she find it?
Unfortunately, no. After reaching the mythical Sea of Flowers, all the flowers have withered. No matter where she searches, the Wreath of Hope is nowhere to be found.
Just like us.
Yet, her companions want to finish this adventure for her. They gather flowers and weave their feelings into the shape of a crown. The pink flowers are meant to make her feel happy. The blue flowers are hopes that she will not be scared of any obstacles. This wreath brings together all the feelings and emotions of the companions during their adventure. Their gift to her.
And that is the moral of this story.
Her companions remark so. The wreath isn't fully completed. It's missing a very important flower. Ying, this wreath is missing the flower that represents your feelings and wishes.
My feelings. I know. It's missing an iris. I've always wanted Mom to see a garden full of blooming irises. But those irises have already withered.
What if we could find one?
Find one?
What if we could find an iris and the Gateway of Wishes? Will you want to continue on this adventure, Ying?
Of course. But I thought there was no such thing as the Gateway of Wishes. It only exists in the story. In the story?
That's right! Because stories aren't just stories. When you believe in them, they'll really exist. Just like how it is now. With everyone's feelings combined into the wreath, it slowly turns into a door. A door that leads to the deepest parts of the Woolly Kingdom. Inside, the irises continue to bloom. So, do you believe in it and choose to continue this adventure?
I believe.
Great! Off we go!
Would you look at the sky? So this is the Woolly Kingdom.
Rover and I can be your guide. This story is gonna be longer than the last one. It looks like there'll be more puzzles to solve and more monsters to fight. And the door to make wishes should be in the deepest part. What are your orders, Captain?
Yes. I want to find the Gateway of Wishes and then see my mom again.
Let's get going.
How do we get across?
No worries. We can use that platform down there to fly across.
There's a puzzle.
Encore knows what to do. Encore played these with Mom before. All we need to do is match the patterns on the wall and it'll open a secret door. It's one of the...
It's open.
Great job, Rover. Let's go inside. An airstream. We can use it to fly up.
Looks like we've reached the end. That was fun. It's another one of those puzzles. I know. Let's look around for clues.
Wow! You solved it in one go?
There are so many monsters.
They're not stopping anything.
Yeah. Mom gave me this sword that can cut through anything. Take this! Take flight. Evil display.
Oh, shiny! It's gotta be a dragon's treasure.
More puzzles here.
Sounds like an airstream appeared. Let's head back and check it out.
Are we flying again?
Yay! Fly time! Time for Enco's aerial recon!
Oh,
Oh, the wind is so strong! Is it taking us straight to the Gateway of Wishes?
what happened here?
Don't worry. Stuff like this happens all the time. This means the story of the Woolly Kingdom is changing. But that's not enough to beat the Warriors. There has to be more, right? Ah.
Monsters? I'm not scared. I have Mom's sword and shield with me.
Leave me? Embrace the change. A new technique. Together we fight.
Fast and starlight.
Woolies, here comes Encore! Woolly Stampede! Finders keepers! Time for Enco's aerial recon! There has to be more, right? Feeling stuck? Why don't we search around for clues? We're almost there. After passing every trial set before him, the Flower of Hope is finally within the Warrior's reach behind this door. Maybe this door leads to the Gateway of Wishes, where countless warriors once hoped to pass through to have their wishes come true. And now, the warriors will find out what kind of monsters or treasures are hidden behind the door. Is everyone ready?
Ready. I'll be able to see my mom soon.
Right. Through the door we go. Out of nowhere, a group of Goldpuffs appear. But they are no match against the mighty warriors. With the sword of courage in their hands, there's no fear holding them back as they slice through these monsters with ease. The monsters strike, but our shield stands strong. Now, our warriors know victory is ours. Evil be cleansed.
course, is a mom's favorite. I want her to see it too.
We should make our wish.
Oh, yes.
Look! Because of the brave warrior's wishes, the story has a happy ending. Your wish has come true. She can tell her everything now. Mom, there's so much I wanted to tell you. So many new stories you need to hear. Oh.
It's a very happy story.
Finders keepers. And just like that, the little warrior's wish has come true, putting a perfect ending to this adventure story. The warrior finally gets to meet her mother, telling her all the stories and words she has always wanted to tell. But the warrior's journey won't end here, as the path ahead is a long one.
Encore, Rover, thank you both so much. I finally got to see her, and we talked so much. I told her how much I've missed her, how I found the treasures she left behind, and how I met both of you. I never thought I'd see her again. So, I want you to have this. Yes. I know you still have more adventures ahead. So I'd like this wreath to keep you company. I want to go back and tell my dad this story now, and tell him what my mother said to me. So, this is where we say goodbye.
Be sure to share our story with everyone.
I will. Goodbye.
Time for another feedback session from the audience. What do you think of this story? Encore loves this ending. The woolly warrior finally fulfilled her wish, and she got to tell her mother all her stories about the companion she got to meet. Who she went on adventures with, defeating all kinds of monsters that stood in their way. Their search for the sword and shield as a team, and how they put together the Wreath of Hope. We've been to many places together. But there's so much more to go. And so many adventures and stories to write about. These stories are an extension of life. Oh, they are. Yeah, stories with happy endings. Mom said the same thing. Yeah, Encore had never thought of such an ending when telling the Woolly Warrior story in the past. I really enjoyed how it ended. The story of the Woolly Warrior's search for the relics is finished, and my vacation is about to end. It's time to head back to Black Shores. Well, we're kind of busy over there most of the year. No biggie. Even though this story is over, Encore will make sure to prepare a new adventure next time we meet. Let's be on the same team together, and you can still be the captain. Wanna do a pinky promise? I pinky promise that we'll write as many stories as we can together. As a team. Pinky promised.